What's up, everyone? Nethervoid here with more Satisfactory for you. Season 2, Episode 34. Gonna get straight into it. I have not had to build almost anything off camera, which is awesome. I mean, I put a few things in that were just for looks, but I didn't have to build anything. And that's kind of nice. It's like nice to just go from video to video and just go to the next build, and it's all stuff you can do on camera. It's a great time. So last episode, we did do, and you can see the to-do list is updated. We basically built the fuel power plant. So if you want to go check that out, check the previous video, number 33, where we go all through that build. It's a pretty straightforward build because fuel power is actually pretty straightforward. But it's pretty cool where we check the different, how we do the fluid buffers and stuff and how they work. That was kind of interesting. I was going to jump right into expanding our ability to create more heavy oil residue by making more plastic and rubber refineries, but we're not going to do that yet because I'm worried that the trains will fill up. They're actually getting full-ish, and I don't want our power to die. So what we're going to do first is put in the sink systems. So if we do have a problem with too much plastic or rubber, it will just dump off. And actually, I think the rubber probably is just about to overflow. Ooh, I didn't think. We're probably going to have to expand this system first, right? Before we can get more turbo fuel. So what we're going to do is we'll expand these two systems and stuff and put the sink in, and then we're going to add more coal, which means we're going to have to work with drones and get more sulfur probably up to our sulfur plant. So what we're going to do right here is I was thinking just to add a extra piece onto our platform here, like so. I only need, I don't know, I'm going to give myself 4 foundations, and let's just extend it all the way down just to make it look nice. Which I don't think that's enough, but that's okay. And I'll get to the painting piece later. We can actually fill this whole thing in. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be awesome. There will eventually power out here so I can actually fly, and almost jumped right off the edge. That would have been hilarious. And totally not surprising. I'm sure we've seen that happen many times. But it's always fun when it does happen, because it's always kind of catches us by surprise. So what we're going to do here... Again, I just ate my lunch, so... My body doesn't like to function for a while after I just eat my lunch. So what we're going to do, basically, is you can see the products going onto the train are really just coming straight through here. So I'm going to add an overflow splitter pretty much right where it comes up. To say, hey, if it's too much, just split it off this direction, we're going to sink it. And really that would happen probably most easily right here, I'm going to say. So let's just put a splitter in right here, smart splitter. And it doesn't matter really where I do it, but I guess I'll just do it, I don't know, as close to that line as I can. Boom. Now what we're going to say is, hey, center is any undefined, and left is overflow, which should be only when this thing is completely backed up, it'll flow this direction. Wow, that doesn't leave us any space, really. Let's change this guy, just like we did this other dude right there, to get more space down here. I'm going to have to remember to do that in the other spot, too. Let's take this guy out, put him basically right on this line. We'll do this the exact same way we did this guy. Well, it'll have to be slightly different just because it's going to be a different angle, but bring him up to here, and then we'll just run him down this way. We're going to have to go underneath, which is totally fine. It's going to be a little bit of spaghetti in here. But I'm totally cool with that. That's why we have a logistics area. We don't have any more space, though. Which means we should probably raise this guy a little bit. Why don't we raise him up over here? And I'll build the raised line first, so that when we do the switch over, we do this a lot in IT. This is called side-by-side migration. What I'm doing is setting up the new build while the old build's still running, and then when we're ready, we switch over, like at the last second, okay? It's called a side-by-side deployment, actually. Or migration if you're migrating. I think we can go one up with this. Will that... I don't think the coal... might do a little bit of clipping, because if you draw this out, yeah, it's going to clip a tiny bit. But I'm starting to feel like we don't have a lot of space, so it's going to get a little jank, and that's just going to have to do. I'd rather do that than draw a belt right over the top of this guy. You know, I could just make space at the edge and have a little ramp like we did before, right? Let's do that. We can have a ramp. This is going to be a walkway, right? So I think we can go up and over right here. So why don't we just do that? Let's get... Wow, it totally threw me. Let's get this guy to here. And then I believe we can do this. Please say yes. I mean, that would be really smooth and sweet. I don't know if we can. I've never tried this before. And then go back down. Or, yeah, go back down, because we're going to want a walkway right here. Yeah, that should probably work. All right, let's try to belt that in. We're not going to have anything on the belt. We're going to have to... I don't know how we're going to test this. I don't think we really need to test it. Literally, it's just going into a sink. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then all we're doing is... Like, we've thrown several things into a sink. So let's figure out where this other guy's going to be. And that'll let me know where I want my sink. Okay, cool. Wait, is he not over here? That's a test I was doing to do sinking for turbo fuel is another thing we're going to have to do. Alright, so we... Oh, wait, we also need to... No, we don't. Wait, yeah, we do. We need to split this one more time. We need to split it before it gets to the overflow guy. Because we're going to need some plastic for packaging. And you'll see why in a little bit. When we get to the turbo fuel overflow guy and sinking of turbo fuel. So let's put 2 dudes in here. And I think what I'm going to say is, for this guy, is it's okay. You don't have to be overflow. We just want you to give me plastic. So why don't we do this? And we'll do another one here. This guy, it says any, right? We already determined that. Why can't I target him? Wow. I can't target either of these guys. Why? Well, I guess we'll draw them again. Oh, because they're not smart splitters. Okay. Smart splitter. Do your thing, and then you need to be a smart splitter as well. There we go. Okay, now we can configure them. I'm sorry, any undefined. Left is going to be overflow. So this one is going to be any undefined and also any undefined going out the left, because we're going to make some packaging stuff with that guy. But we don't need him yet, but we will. So we should probably prepare for that, because I want to see what's in the way of us pulling... Ooh, see, that's kind of in the way of us pulling some stuff down this way. Now there we can go over the top. It's not that big of a deal, because we have the space. That's rubber, right? Why don't we just bring this guy up early? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just kill this, because it'll just build up, right? It'll be totally fine. And then we'll get one of these dudes, and we'll just bring it up right here. Well, we have to bring it up twice, right? Technically, we don't have to bring it up twice, but I think it's just... yeah, let's just bring it up to here. It'll go over the top. That'll be totally fine. And then we can just bring it all the way to here as well. Like that. And then the guy will go underneath it. We're going to have to move that conveyor belt, probably. So let's go to here. I don't like when it shoots up over a big, long period of time. I like it to be kind of close. I think it feels more realistic to me. Even though it doesn't matter that much, really. Okay, there we go. Now, we're going to split this guy off. Probably right here-ish. So actually, why don't we make a little bit more of a flat area? Because we're going to want to split this right here. Which is kind of a funky place to split it, but I guess it's fine. That's where he's going to get his split. Okay. Let's draw that plastic over. Because actually we're going to use this extra area we built. So the sink is going to happen over there. Let's finish the sink. But I've got what I need to get my plastic for the liquid sink, right? Okay. 6 splitter, smart splitter. There we go. Boom, right there. Hopefully you can get up to here. Yes, you can. That's awesome. Not without clipping too much, so maybe we should get you a spot to chill. Okay. And then, I guess that's alright. You can kind of come around. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's good. I mean, it's not perfect. It's fine. It works. Alright, same thing here. Left is going to take you to overflow. Alright, sweet. Let's get this built in, and then we can build the sink. It's also going to have to go up and over the coal, which, again, I don't mind. That's fine. So, how'd we do it? We did it to here. Then I took this, that's right, and went up. Like that. Actually, we could have done it. Well, we probably can't because it wouldn't fit. And then it's going to go down to... Nope, it's going to go down to here. And then we'll just put our sink kind of like right in the middle of that. So, you know, we'll probably will need a sink for both of these guys. Because I think belting it up together might not be a good idea if we ever actually are feeding like a full belt to these guys. We're just going to use 2 sinks just to be sure that we have enough. So the way this is going to work is let's build an area where we're going to sink, right? Honestly, we could probably just go up again. No, because then how would you have a walkway? Right, we're going to have a walkway right here. So let's just draw it in. There we go. And then right here we'll do the whole... Well, actually, we can ramp it up right here. I should have done that already. Where are you, dude? Where's my ramp? Right there. And I think we did the 2-meter one over there, right? Let's keep it the same. There we go. We only need 1, dude. We only need 1. Stop trying to be a rock star. Can I... What am... Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Fingers are on the wrong buttons. Almost screwed that up. 2, E... E again. There we go. Okay, good. Now, for this one, we're just going to do it all the way over to here. Actually, where's the other ramp? Now that I've covered it up. Yeah, right there. I think we can just do it to here. And say, dude, connect, man. There we go. We'll just go all the way. Like, who cares? All the way down to here? Or is it, like, right there? I want to say it's right there. Connected the walkway to the top here. And we're good. There we go. Now we can just take this out. And we won't have clipping problems. There. Perfect. Sweet. Again, it doesn't connect to these guys up here. There's a weird... There we go. It's a weird vertical issue sometimes with the hover pack, I've noticed. Yeah, see how it disconnects, but it's totally in range of another dude. But it doesn't connect right away. Alright, so we know where we want it to be now. I'm not sure when you use floor holes. I guess we could. We're definitely going to sink them just like totally in line, I think. Let's actually get some of this guy in. Let's just literally cover him like that. And that means we're going to put our sink... Let's put the floor hole in for this guy first. Because I need to make sure it goes in correctly. I want it to be, what, right here? Is that correct? Yeah, I want it right there. Yeah, that's right. And then so I'm going to want the same thing down here. But on this line, right? Which I think is that correct? No, I didn't think it was. Right there. And then we might as well put the lifts in while we're here. Nice. There we go. And okay, good. So our trash lines, aka overflow, are in. I need a way to get in and out of this. I don't have that yet. I'll have to do that off camera. Alright, my nose is giving me problems here. Okay, so let's put the lift in. But first, let's do sinks. Alright, there we go. And we just don't... Let's get them right on it, so we just put the lift in and we're done. Well, I want to see if we're sinking. So I'd actually prefer it to be back just a tiny bit. To where the lift can't get the whole thing in there. And that way we can see when it's actually sinking. Because we might have issues and I would need to troubleshoot. And you can't see in the lift end right there where it curves, you can't really see anything. And I get it. It's probably because they didn't want to, like, make a whole bunch more animations, right? It's already this game is already pretty crazy on the art, so that makes sense to me. I totally get it. All right, let's get those lifts in there. Let's get them in properly. And then we'll get the belt in. There we go. And now we can see if we're sinking. We also need to hook this up to power. Excuse me, that will help me with my, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, here we go. That'll also help me with flight, apparently. Jeez. Let's do one to each, I guess. We don't really need to make this super fancy. We can just, no, well, it has to be, I don't know, I'm a little bit of a stickler for that kind of stuff. I mean, we're not trying to just go willy-nilly here, right? All right. And that guy probably, I'm just going to upgrade him now. Okay. Do the same thing with these guys. That gives me extra hover distance. Okay, sweet. So these guys are all set up. Oh, no, they're not. They're not powered just yet. And they now are. We should probably color them as well. Right? Color the whole thing. Because we are in the refinery, and this is the refinery color. No, that's not. Okay. Cool. Okay, we've got our 2 sinks for the solid products. Super easy. We've done those a million times. Now, the real question is, how are we going to sink our fluid? So, the way that works, as you can see, we're getting some head lift by coming out of the pipe and going down a few meters, okay? Like, it's like 3 or 4 meters. So what we're going to do is make this guy the sink. When this thing the whole thing fills up, which it's not currently because we're actually using the turbo fuel, but we want to create more turbo fuel than we're going to use, which actually is happening now. It's just the system, like when we put some extra dudes over here to create more of this residual oil, well, there is some in here. And all these guys should be working. No, that's right. We only have enough for like 3.5 to work, right? See how these guys aren't really getting any? They're not working because they just don't have enough. But once we bump it up and all these guys are running, this turbo fuel is going to fill up really fast. And it's going to shut off. So the way we're going to do this, and actually we're probably going to do it on the next video, or just after we expand, is we're going to have this pipe that goes up. Because once this thing's completely full, there's still going to be some head lift in the system because it's dropped down some. So we're going to take that head lift up a little bit, and then it's going to overflow, the liquid, the turbo fuel, is going to overflow into a catch basin, basically. With that catch basin, we're going to package it and sink it. So that's pretty much how we're going to do it, okay? But we don't need to do it yet because I actually want it to fill up so we can actually see it working. We can't see anything work. I don't know how high the head lift goes here. Can I know that? With a pump, maybe. Let's see if it'll tell us. Wrong direction. It might be too far, and it might not. Oh, it's already going to go up to that level because there's no blue mark. Well, I don't think there is. Let me put it down here. Okay, I don't know where the head lift goes to. It should tell me. Obviously, that's going to help me get up, but I don't want to do that. I might have to put a pump here. I don't really know. As long as the turbo fuel is coming up this pipe to a certain point that's above this, that means we need to overflow. That's what that means. So we're going to make it do that. We just put our other sinks in. They look decent. I wouldn't say they're awesome or anything, but they look decent. I think we can pretty much, and I might need a resupply, but we should be able to just start building here. I can only build 10 of these guys. We're going to want to build, like, a lot. So, reason being is we need to fill that turbo fuel up, and we have 8 machines that are ready to rock. Now, I don't think that's 240, right? I don't think we're actually going to need that many turbo fuel refineries, because if we calculate, if we had 240 per minute turbo fuel, we would need 53 fuel plant. Well, actually, that would get us to 40 and have a lot of extra. So we should calculate a build that makes all of these guys work, basically. Right? So that these guys consume 37.5 per machine of the residual oil, the heavy residual oil, okay? So that means we need to times this by 8. We need 300 heavy residual oil. Now, these guys in a tandem, like one plastic and one rubber, creates 30. So that means we need 10 of these machines, 10 of these, basically 10 of these pairs, okay? So I'm just going to create the extra 4 on either side, because we're going to need to use that side too, and then put 2 extra machines right here. That'll give us 10 exactly. And this will be an exact build that's going to run all our refineries, okay? It's going to be perfect. Now, we probably should do some overflow. We could probably just do, you know, add an extra 8 machines per and just have extra. Just have a lot of extra residual oil, and it turns this thing off. Actually, do we want that? I don't think we want that, because we're not going to be sinking the residual oil. We could sink it, but I don't really want to add a sink for that. And we want plastic to keep flowing. And if the residual oil backs up, well, actually, it should still work. We're really not going to, even if we had 15 machines or 29 or whatever, it's only going to allow 10 machines to work for rubber and plastic, because that's the capacity at which we can consume the output, right? So those other machines are just going to be idle. Now, yeah, they'll be forever idle, because we can't even burn more than it's giving us, ever. So those machines will just shut off. Just like these refineries right now will never activate, because we're just not feeding them enough, so they're just not going to activate. So we're going to build an extra 6 machines each, which tells me pretty much everything I know, and I do need to resupply, because I can only build 10, and I need 12 machines. And it looks like I'm good on industrial beam there. I might need some more pipes, probably will. Definitely going to need some more copper sheets. So I'll be right back. I'm going to resupply. I'll see you in a second. I got my resupply, and I just heard a train leave. Okay, he's going to get more oil. So we're definitely consuming a lot more of this residual to create plastic and stuff. Now that we have our fuel plant online is why. Another thing we're going to have to consider is, by adding all these machines, are we going to need a second source of oil? It's possible. I don't know if this train can actually keep up with the supply. We'll just have to watch it very closely. If it starts to drain out really fast, what I'm thinking we do, actually it should be fine, because it's just supplying a lot more turbo fuel for what we already have. We're not adding more power plants right now, so we can already keep up with what we've got. We've already proven that. So I think if we run out of oil, it's not a big deal. We'll just go tap another one. We're going to finish all these projects before we add more machines to our power plant, is really what we're going to do. So let's add these 10 machines, or I mean 12 machines, and we're going to do them in line with these guys. I don't know if we can actually slap this down without him doing the weird legs through the floor thing, but we're going to try it, I guess. So let's set this guy to well, no, it's not residual plastic. It's just plastic. It's going to create oil, right? That's what we want. So let's put 3 more on there. Let's see if it did the leg thing. No. Okay, these guys are good. And it won't have this, because when you zoop it like that, Smart does not copy the recipe. I'm not exactly sure why. That could be a bug as well. But it doesn't matter. We're going to deal with it. Alright, they all have a recipe. Great. Alright, let's get 2 more of these guys in over here. And everything's pretty much set up for this system. We really just have to kind of get this hooked up and good to go here. Now, how did we do these guys? I think they're 1 back, right? Yeah, they're 1 back from the front. So we'll do the same thing here. 1 back. And actually, we need to cover this up now. I really need to finish this area. And actually, since we're not building new structures for a lot of these projects, my off-camera time can be beautifying what we've got and actually making really nice-looking buildings. So I actually kind of can't wait for that. I like prettying up existing buildings. What I don't necessarily enjoy is when I have to slap in a building real fast and it just looks like garbage. But, you know, I have to do it to record, so it is what it is. Now this, yeah, he has the system already. He has everything he needs. So let's start hooking up their supply. That's probably going to be the quote-unquote hardest thing to do right now. So what we're going to do is pull this guy. This is the guy we wanted to pull up, right? And really, we should fix this. We should fix this. But how are we going to do that? We could do a half slab and pull them up in line, right? We could do that, because this guy's just on a ramp. That's why this didn't work. In fact, we don't even need ramps here. Well, we might need a ramp for this one because it's coming off the ground, but we don't need a ramp for this one, that's for sure. Let's get this out of here and rebuild this, because it just looks so ugly. I don't like it. So what we'll do... I don't know how we're going to do this, actually. Well, what we can do is we can put a dude in right here. We're going to do some pipe work, right? I think we had a dude on this, right? That's how we ended it. And then so now we have to do this over here. So let's just put this in. I know it's going to clip. We don't care. We're going to take this out and put it back in. We need to do it fast. I don't think it's going to matter that much because I don't think these guys are going to be down for very long. Also, we have a lot of turbo fuel. I mean, not a lot. Like we're making more than we need though. So I think this should be fine. I don't think this is going to be a big problem. Let's just redraw this though. Indicators should be fine. Let's use indicators. And then once we hook this dude up right here, once we get this guy hooked up, we can basically plug that back in. So the train's back. That's good. I hate when I can't. Yeah, let's do this. Let's not fly. Flying is making it harder. Am I? Oh, just because I'm moving side to side. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Okay, so these guys are in, and I want to say, yeah, that guy's in line. I think he's good. Then we'll just draw the pipe from here, refill this, and then get to let it rip on this, so these guys can keep working here. We need this guy to keep making what he's making. All right, sweet. That looks way better now, and indicators are fine. We need to see the spice flow, correct? So we're going to pull off of here, and this is the sad part, is we're going to have to pull off down here. Where is it going? Where's this guy going? We should have used this outside. Oh, no, we get to use the outside one. Okay, my bad, my mistake. So what we're going to do, I think, first, is let's put in... I guess we'll put in these guys, right? And we usually like... Where do we like this guy? Okay, in between that, so we're going to put another one of these here. Right there. We'll just draw this pipe. And we're going to do this. I'm going to take that out because I do like the ramp, but for now, we need this. Is it in line with down there? Yeah, okay. There, now it is. That is not far enough back. Because actually, this is going to stick out on this side. So we're going to have to go back a little bit further. Let's just draw it all the way across. I don't really care. It might not be able to make it that far, so what we're going to do instead is we'll draw this, we'll get a couple of junctions on it, and then we'll redraw the back part right there. It's not lining up. Doesn't give me a line, so I'm just going to have to guess. This looks good. I mean, they're educated guesses, right? It's not like I'm just wildly guessing. We'll just do 2, so that'll work. And now I think what we can do is draw it probably from here. Actually, how's this going to work? I think we need a junction right here, actually. Because the pipe's going to have to flow that way, too. So let's get a junction and just put it, like, right here. And there's going to be... Well, there won't be a little bit of clipping if we do it over to here. What we'll just have to do is literally move this guy almost like... I don't think it's going to do that. That's way too curved. I think this guy's pipe is just going to be funky. Like, if we do this... Right, let's do it to here, and then let's do this. And I bet you we can attach one of these, probably. Oh, we can't. So we might have to have this guy's pipe, like, literally off of this. And it just curve over like that. Which I think would be fine. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so that is set up. We don't need that. We have fluid. We have stuff, right? Let's give this guy what he needs. Let's give him the juice here. Nice. They've got the juice. Let's hook them up to power. And they should... Yep, there they go. They're ripping. They're ripping, dude. Let's get... This is going to be kind of fun, because we now have to work underneath the existing pipe. Let's get this in. Like that, and then we'll just slap these dudes in. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And it is... Well, it's trying to... That looks good. Let's just do that all the way to... Well, and we only have 2 on this side, right? That looks good. I think it's working, at least. Well, we'll know, because it's going to export, right? Is it exporting? Yeah, I see it exporting. Great. That's awesome. Alright, now we do this. We'll just get these two guys set up since we're already working on these guys. And we're done with these two guys then. What did I use for this? Non-indicator? Non, yeah. And now we're making more heavy fluid and plastic. Looks awesome. Let's just slap it in, right? It's already an existing system. Now we're going to do the same thing down here, but with these dudes. They also don't have any inputs yet, so let's just get these going though. Let's get maybe the output set up first. It doesn't really matter which order we do these. Now this is going to be a problem. We're going to have to move that to over here. I think we did that with the other system too. Yeah, see, it's got a little ramp. Let's just clip this guy in here. We're literally just going to move it a whole block, which means that guy is going to be right here. And then let's extend it down. We're going to need a couple of ramps, right? This is how we did it last time. We have to get a couple of these guys in, or one of them. And then that's not going to work. Let's get a couple of these in so that we can draw from them. So that we don't have to redraw this whole pipe. Sweet. Looking good, looking good. Looking good enough, at least, right? So we'll draw from this guy. There we go. Nice. Okay. Let's get some pipe. We really need to get the spice flowing. I want to make sure that we, you know, aren't taking our sweet time with this. Again, I don't want to stop the flow of this stuff because then we're going to run out of power. Luckily, we aren't relying on it yet, so it's not that big of a deal. How did I get this connect in? Oh, okay. There we go. All right, cut this guy. And he should make that turn. There we go. And then hook him in. Boom. Okay, we're done. Sweet. Nice job, guys. Nice op. All right, now we got to reconnect this guy. And then I got to take that pipe out. Boom. Everything is fixed. Fixed! Fixed! I just knocked around some scissors that were on my desk. Okay, here we go. Let's get the ramp in just because. Again, I'll be doing a lot more of this off camera, and this places will start looking a lot cooler. I think the refinery pretty much already looks cool because it's like an industrial facility. It's not supposed to be like looking like an office or anything. So I think it looks pretty sweet already. We got one more dude to put in. That's right. That's why we moved that thing in the first place. All right, so let's get that guy in. Let's get the lifts in. I'm just going to go steal one from over here. Or steal the... there we go. Nice. So much easier when you don't use floor holes, man. So much easier. And then this pipe. Nope. This pipe. And then... that's one way to do it, but we're not doing it that way. And then we're just going to hook up the power, and then we'll give it some stuff, some juice. We'll give it some something to eat. And then we're good. I don't know how this worked. I think I just went straight across. So I went to, like, here. And I think I just went across. Okay, these guys have power now, too. And they have recipes, and they're ready to go. I just need to give them something to eat. They're like, I'm hungry. Feed me, Seymour. I'm like, okay. Oh, I left it in. Well, let's just put one in down here because we're going to need it. So that kind of works. I like that. And then before we actually give this guy anything... Oh, that's wrong. It goes here. Before we actually give the guy anything, let's hook all the pipes up, and then we'll unleash the flow. We'll unleash the Kraken. So that should be indicator pipe. It is. Perfect. Because a lot of times we've got to troubleshoot these, and sometimes it can be tough if you don't have that indicator. Now, these are probably not perfect, but they're close enough because it doesn't snap when you aim at something. But that's okay. I'd much rather have the snap capability, like the capability of adding junctions to a pipe like that. It's way faster. And for some of these, it's almost not like it's not the only way to do this build, but it would be really hard to do this on the ground, in my opinion. All right, so it's all set up. Let's cut this part off because it's unnecessary. There will never be any more machines on this. It's exactly 300 meters cubed to feed this guy. Until we get Mark II pipes, then we can have more. We never will, though, because it's just not going to fit. it ends right there. All right, these guys should start getting fuel. Well, crude oil. These guys should feel a little bit of a hit here, actually. Possibly, anyway, because it's going to try to flow into the other pipe. But once the manifold of this area fills up, we'll be good. So this guy is pretty good. He's not getting anything. Why is he not getting anything? There he goes. Now he's getting stuff. Okay. This guy's getting stuff. Okay, we're good. Everybody's getting stuff. Well, we just added 6 machines on plastic. Very good. Let's paint them. There we go. Looking sweet over here. Looking smooth. Cool. Plastic just went up to, what? We had 120 before. Let's see. Let's just calculate it. It's more fun that way. 30 times 10, 300. Right? Not 3,000. 3,000 plastic per minute! Don't quote me. It's 300. Alright, now let's do the same thing for rubber. Should be pretty simple. Let's cover that up. That looks really gross. You know what we could do here, too? Is we could cover, like, the middle of this up, at least. Like, this looks really cool. I like that. I'm going to put some catwalk over that, actually. But this looks kind of, I don't know, not as good. Let's put it that way. Alright, so why don't I put some catwalk here just for fun? Right? Just catwalk straight over the top of this thing. It's going to make it hard to build these other guys, but it's worth it. Yeah, let's paint it. Correct paint color. Anyway, this is the stuff I'll be doing off camera. I just want to do a little bit of it right now. I got to fix this thing. The refinery does need a little bit of work to look cool. And then stairs should be good. Should work here, I think. Clips. So we will have to go out one. Oh, only need a ramp. Well, that might work, actually. A ramp might work. Nah, there's a little clipping, I think, so we'll just go out one. It's fine. There we go. Nice. I'm not going to do that for all of them. I just wanted to get that in. That looks cool. There we go. Looking cool, man. Looking snazzy. We need some paint, though. Just notice that these guys are not painted. This will make it much harder to paint these guys, because I can't really see in there. Okay, let's set this guy back to 0. There we go. Alright, I'm thinking about painting all these pipes in here, actually. But we'll do the beautification another time. Alright, let's get to the expanding this rubber, dude. So, again, we're going to set this guy up the exact same way we did the other ones. And that would be in line right there. Set him to rubber. And then we'll just put one in at a time so that it... Oh, God. Is this going to do it again? No, that time it was fine. Okay, great. And this one won't do it. That's cool. That doesn't matter to me. I don't really care. Feet. Okay, feet looking good. Okay, let's extend this out the same way we did the other one. It's really simple. It's a no-brainer. We want pipe. This is exactly how we extended out the plastic, basically, over there. So I do like to kind of, well, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It didn't turn out to be that big of a deal. Oh, wait, we have to go up first. We did do that. We do need to do that. So that means we got to do this thing. And he's got to go directly on the edge almost, because otherwise he won't fit properly. Cool. Now we can actually now we can do this without tapping in, right? Let's get these guys online. Get them fed, get them plenty of food. Now that train is going to be going back and forth for like ever. Trying to keep up feeding these guys. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. That'll be another thing we have to deal with if that's the case. Let's hook these guys up back here first. No indicator. We want indicators. I don't really need flow indicators here, but it's fine. We'll just do it. They don't look that good, and I really only need them if I can't figure out what's going on. But we'll use them anyway. It's fine. Okay, here we go. Hook them up. Cool. Feed these guys. That way when we turn them on, they'll just rock. They'll just get going. Yeah, you're making rubber. Exactly. That's perfect. Okay, so let's hook up this side now. Right? Just like we did before. This is literally the exact same build. It's just a different product. And now that I've got the power hooked up, I can actually pull out one of these power lines that's in here, because I don't need this anymore for flight, because I have a ton of different dudes up here, which means I don't need this guy either. Again, I've got lots of nodes in the area to keep me good. I don't know if this guy's connected anymore, but I think he actually is. Where are we connecting? Okay, he's connected right there, but we're no longer connected across the way. So let me try to do that real quick. There we go. At least that's a possibility that we weren't connected across the way. Alright, let's continue slapping these guys in. I actually need to color these. That's interesting. Okay, I'm targeting the belt. Nice. Super easy build. Super easy expansion. I like that. And gonna move over a tiny bit. Sweet. Get those lifts in. Okay, now I think they should start just operating, right? Yeah, there we go. Cool. We just added a lot of heavy residual. Let's see if this thing can keep up over here. I bet you it can't. Oh yeah, it can, because we have a lot of extra machines already set up. So now we can run a lot more machines. I know we're not really done over there, but we will be. So we should now be running 3 of these refineries pretty consistently. It's starting to build up. You can see it's starting to build up. This guy's starting to build up as well. We're going to start building up until we get one more of these guys online basically all the time. I think this guy's online too right now. Yeah, so by the time we're done, all these guys will be online eventually. When we feed them enough. You can see we're feeding them a ton. Flow rate is... well, it's probably like 160 or something. Well, actually, we know what it is. Once we get to 10, it's 300, right? No, yeah, it's 300, because we're gonna fill that pipe up, basically. Well, it would be both those together would be full. Alright, let's get the last 2 dudes in. That'll be the hardest part. Let me make sure that we finish this build. I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, this is like technically the hardest part because it's a new line. We haven't used this supply line yet, so... but it's already down here. Ooh, let's get rid of this. That's wrong. And then we actually should be getting rid of this, too. Oh, no! That's correct. This is just the wrong guy. Isn't there a guy down here that should have a ramp? Yeah, this guy should have a ramp. Those should both be ramps. Although it is fine. I mean, it's not bad. But you know what? Let's just finish it. Let's just fix it. Oh, it already has a ramp. Okay, we just have to take these blocks out. This one doesn't. This one does... yeah. Alright, so that means over here, I'm probably going to put another ramp in. Oh, I see. I already have it set up. We're going to bring it up to here into a junction and split it out. Just like we did with the first one. This is going to be the easiest build that we have. So let's bring this guy up to... well, we need auto on this one. Let's bring him up to there. He should be full. Yeah, okay. And now we can bring him down here to set him up. Is he right in the middle? Because he shouldn't be. We really kind of want him right here. Yeah, I set him up in the wrong spot. Let me just fix that real quick. So we really actually want him right here. And then I should be able to draw this all the way down. Boom, okay. Now we've got our feeder, and we just need these guys. It's actually perfect. Right, because the export is on this side, the output. Alright, you're doing rubber, just like your other friends here. Boom. Nope, that should have worked. Why didn't that work? There we go. Rubber, nice. You did the foot thing, or are you good? You being good? He's being good. He says, I'm a good boy. Okay, so let's feed these dudes, and then we'll power them, and then we're going to set up the output, and we should be good to go. This probably should be indicator pipe, so let's change that to this, just because that's what we're doing with all the other systems. right? Okay, so those guys are being fed. They don't have... There we go, it's flowing in. They don't have power, so they're not taking it in. It's probably what's going on. Let's check. Yeah, okay, now it's going to take it in because it has power. And it's going to start producing. Now we just need to export. Same thing as we did on the other side. It's a no-brainer. It's really simple. Cool. Belt it in. We also need to remember to update the color scheme here. Some of this stuff is the green stuff that we don't want. Oh, it's not going to do that. Well, that's okay. It'll do that. I'm not sure how I got two of those, but cool. Okay, so line this dude up. Right? I can't... Where's the line? Where's my line? Because I can't see where you're doing... What you're doing, dude. I think that's correct. Yeah, that looks kind of off. No, that's right. Okay, cool. Hopefully we get indicators for the rest of these guys, because we really need this to work. And those junctions are really in the way, man. This is not making it easy. We only need the 2, so we're done there. Let's just get this guy in, and then now we're making more rubber. And now we're producing... Oh, no, we need junctions now. And then that's it. I think we're done with this build. Cool. Great. All right. Yep, this guy's emptying out his waste. Well, it's waste to him. To us, it's liquid gold, baby. That's what we're using for turbo fuel. So now we have 300 rubber and we have 300 plastic in our system. Really cool. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the coloring here. Okay. Not only the machines, but also the logistics. But let's hit the machines first. Then we'll hit this logistics all the way down, except the pipe. The pipe. Well, well, it's not really the color we want for the pipe, but it's fine. I almost forgot. I wonder if I did the belts on the other side. I didn't do this belt, that's for sure. Maybe not. I have to go back and check. Sweet, it's looking dope in here. Except for where I screwed up. No, dude, seriously. Okay, there we go. And boom. Alright. We are done. Ish. We still have to do this, right? Just have to fix our mistakes here. But man, that's awesome. Totally expanded. Expanded! Expanded. Oh yeah, right here. That's right. Boom. I was like, where's that other pipe? I know there's another one. Alright, cool. So we should see stuff flying through here. If it's 300 items per minute, we should not be able to keep up, honestly. Because our build only goes at 270. No, it's 300 items. Oh no, it's 200 items per minute. At least for plastic. Is rubber the same thing? Is it 20? It is 20. Okay, so it's 200. So I'm gonna go update the board real quick. And then we're almost done with this video. So we're almost there. This is actually a lie. We had way less than that. Now we have 200 per minute of this stuff. And that means, I'm pretty sure, we've got 240 turbo fuel per minute. I'm pretty sure. Well, they take 37.5 each, right? And they're 30 each. We're giving them 300. Oops. We're giving them 300. And we divide by 37.5. It should equal 8. Yes! That means now we're going to times by 30. 240. So now we're producing 240. That's a big jump. That's huge. Are we auto-saving or something? Yeah, okay. That is a huge jump, man. Awesome. I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but we'll see. Let's go see what these guys are doing now. Like, bro, we're giving you lots of extra stuff. Are you using it? Because, please, you should be. This guy, he's not maxed. This guy's maxed for sure. This guy is not maxed, but he's getting there. And then this guy will max out. And then this guy will max out, right? It's going to go down just like a manifold. Alright, so let's go look at what the trains are doing, because we should see some syncing fairly soon, I think. The trains are almost full, and man, I'm really pressing my luck to jump off that level, or that layer. What the overhang weight is. Let's expand this too, to cover what we just built up there. I don't know. 26 looks probably right. It's probably 24. And I'll color that all later. Alright, let's go look at the boxes, because I know the boxes, yeah. They're filling up. Oh, they're putting it in here. These are full, right? The boxes are starting to fill up now. They aren't filling up that fast. Well, they're going to fill up at 50 per minute, right? Because we have 200, a build of 200 per minute, and we're splitting it to 4 boxes. So it should still take a while to fill up. Now, rubber, on the other hand, oh, it's not very much further. Okay. I thought it was way further past plastic over here, but apparently not. Sweet. So we actually are not going to have to upgrade or worry about dumping off the turbo fuel for a while. That actually might be a different video. What we need to do now, and we can just mark these off because these are done. What we need to do now, I think, is we need to expand our coal build, this compacted coal build, which means we need to add sulfur. So actually, again, we're going to add to this. It just keeps growing and growing. We'll just do that right now. We're going to do it next episode, though. We're going to, so first thing we're going to do is on the sulfur ore, I guess. We're going to add second node. And we're going to do that via drones. Okay. Then, at the weapons facility, munitions facility, we're going to expand the compacted coal warehouse build. Okay? Well, I'll just say expand compacted coal. That is going to help us keep up, because I'm pretty sure, remember, we only get 270. We're only getting 270 per minute over there. That's the max that sulfur node's going to do. Well, really, we actually could put tier 4 belt on there. We probably should, and just pump it up to, like, I think 300. It's a normal node that we're tapping. I think we can get it up to 300 per minute, because this guy is going to start running out. Right now, he's doing fine, but he won't be, because we're going to be making so much turbo fuel, it's going to eat this coal like it's going out of style. So that's what we're going to do next, and what I'll do is let this run off camera for a while, because I want to see what happens to this system now. I want to see if we do have to go up, you know, increase. Oh, wait, we have to, these are not done. We have to actually observe if we actually do need more coal, because what if we don't? And it's like, you're wasting your time a little bit. It's fine, 300 minutes, fine. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to be. So, if we get 300 per minute, and that's just by increasing the overclocking and putting a tier 4 belt in there, right? Is that going to do it? Because we need, it's sulfur in, come back to coal out, equal numbers. So that means we're going to get 300 in here. Oh yeah, we can do it still. Because we're only using 240 per minute. So we actually don't need to expand that. It's doing 270 right now. So even the current state, it should be fine. Okay, well we don't have to do that. I thought we did. So we'll take that off the list. That means we can now work on, basically we're going to be putting in the quartz works next. Another constructor build. We haven't done one of those in a few episodes now, so that's cool. It is a new building. I don't like that, but it's okay. Because next we're just going to be at the assembly plant. We're going to have lots of stuff where we're expanding. This is the one build we still don't have from the old build. This is the last of the old builds that we haven't moved over to the new base, so it's no big deal. Anyway, if you like this episode, please hit the like button. It does really help. If you're new here and you liked what you saw, please subscribe and hit that bell notification. Then you'll know when I release videos, which is mostly 10 a.m. Pacific every morning. That could change, so put that bell notification on. And I will see you on the next one. Stay frosty.